How's it going, everyone? TC Tidekiller here with Game 3 of the UAB Dynasty in NCAA 12 Season 4. And we got the Arizona Wildcats coming into town to take on the home team, the UAB Blazers, like I just said. And so far, we have been, we've won each of our games 2-0. Pretty close games that probably shouldn't have been super close, but, I mean, win's a win. And in this game, we will continue our dominance on the ground, and at the end of the video, I will show some, or I'll say some stats. But anyway, I wanted to finally get into my wish list, my in-depth wish list, and like I said in the previous video, it is going to be kind of a way too early wish list for 2015 because it is kind of getting late into before the game comes out, because it's going to be out in about 2 months, a little less than 2 months now. So I'm getting excited. I know you guys probably are too. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about gameplay stuff, and I'm not going to delve too much into actual game modes and Road to Glory and stuff like that, because I do think there should be some additions, and that's where I'm going to want the meat of my upgrades and stuff like that, features throughout the time here. So this one is going to be a little more mild, maybe not as interesting, but still some good things that I think need to happen. And the first of that is balancing time of possession. I don't know off the top of my head what the time of possession is for each team's in this particular game, but sometimes I have games where I have the ball for 15 minutes and the opponent has it for 5. And for some opponents, I know that is probably right, like if I'm playing Oregon, but I really don't play that many people like that in the Conference USA. So hopefully balance that up a little bit, take some time off the clock, have the opponents do that. And on another statistic note, fix the red zone. I don't know, like I've said before, I haven't played NCAA 13, so both of these things might have been fixed, but I'm not sure. And if they're not, they need to be, because in this game, or at least lately, I think at first I didn't notice it, but once I got into more seasons and stuff, I noticed that I would score on like every trip I would make into the red zone, but my red zone attempts would be really high. It's like they counted my own 10-yard line when I first started drive, if that makes sense. So like you could never get 100% red zone. So I don't know. Fix that if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I would like to abort play action, and I'm pretty sure they have that in Madden 13. I've heard that as a kind of a little feature type thing addition, but I've never used it and never really went into it because I just deal with it. But I hate getting sacked when I know I could just pull out the ball if I needed to, and I could maybe escape the play and get it, throw it out of bounds, and live to see another play, another day, another down. So abort play action would be a good addition, in my opinion. Another one I'd like to see is kind of more of a presentation type thing, and it's animations for arguing calls, such as maybe inbounds, out of bounds, stuff like that. I think it has it to a little bit of an extent in these games, but I would like to see more, maybe like pass interference, like a receiver putting their arms up or something like that. I mean, it doesn't make that much big of a deal, and if it's not in there, I'm not going to cry about it. But I think it would be pretty cool to have just a little thing in there. Next up, I got better lineman blocking intuition, and that might sound a little kind of complex, but just better blocking AI for the linemen and stuff like that, because too many times they go on like a sweep to the outside, and a lineman in front of me takes the inside guy. I know that's probably the quickest one he can get to, and maybe he might not even catch out to the outside blocker, defender. But I want him to try that, because I want to get on the outside and get around everybody. And if they just take the inside guy, it's me one-on-one with the defender. And most of the time, I can't get there, and that's why I need the block. And there's numerous situations where there's better blocking inside, even if it's just outside the tackles instead of way outside by the numbers, that the block can be better. And like we know already, the physics engine is already going to be in the NCAA 14, the Infinity Engine number 2. So I'm not going to talk about that too much, but that's what I wanted, and it's going to be a good addition, hopefully. as long as there's not a lot of kinks in it and stuff like that. I think I'm going to keep the rest of them for maybe another short after the game mode's won, because we're running out of time here, getting short videos, getting the clips a little shorter on my editing. So, as you see here, or will see, UAB will pull out the victory 24-20 over the Wildcats. We outgained them 325 to 287 on offense, and like I said earlier, we continue to dominate the running game, and we get 137 yards on 26 carries, rushing it a lot. 2 touchdowns on the ground, and Trey Moore goes 15 for 21. That's a 71% completion percentage for 188 yards and 1 touchdown. No turnovers by both teams. And a key statistic for us is 8 for 11 on third down. That's a lot of third downs, and what I like to see, a lot of conversions on those third downs at 72%. So we go into our conference slate in our next game, and I will have those game modes out for you. It might be 2 games in 1 actually to get a longer video. So subscribe and keep a watch out for the next commentaries.